Hello everybody, Manithral here, and welcome to the weekly update video for OSRS. Now this week we have something new. We have the Deadman Apocalypse, Friday, 25th August. So, the Deadman mode is back, but it has a twist this time. So there is going to be the Apocalypse, so the Deadman open worlds are going to be starting on August 25th. And here is the time frames. So up first we have UK BST 1700, US West PDT is 9, US East EDT is 12, and Oz East is at 200 AEST. So that'll be on the 26th for them. But for everybody else, it is on the 25th. The Deadman Worlds close on September 15th across the board, and the finale will be starting on September 16th, and that is across the board except for the Oz, which is starting on the 17th. It's just a time zone thing. But that'll be going on. So now we go into what's new for the Deadman mode. It introduces a new challenges, breaches, which will open 3 times a day, spewing forth powerful bosses, including General Grador and Krill Susaroth. So if you think you're tough enough to take them on, you'll be sure to be rewarded, and check out everything you need to know in the blog for more information about these breaches. So they're introducing a brand new points-based system that rewards harder activities with extra points. So you can see how you stack up with the other players on the high scores page. The total prize pool is $25,000. A large amount of $20,000 can be won via the point system in itself. So you won't want to miss out on that. But the remaining $5,000 slice is the prize pool determined in the finale. So do check that out. Corrupted weaponry is also new to the Deadman Apocalypse. These pieces of equipment are weaker versions of the familiar gear, but they can be obtained from breaches. So this means that you can get your hands on them much earlier than you would normally, and perhaps even leg up on the competition. So it's basically a way to kind of get into stuff without having to worry about it. Please note that the corrupted weaponry will not carry over to the permanent world of 345. So permanent Deadman mode and World 35 emerging. So if you have an account with a permanent Deadman progress, you will not be able to use the same account in the Deadman Apocalypse, unless you remove all your stats, gear, and other progression. But don't worry about doing this accidentally. To remove your permanent account progress, you need to talk to Nigel and confirm that you understand what you are doing. You'll also need a bank pin to make the change, so again, they recommend checking everything out, or checking out the Everything You Need to Know blog for more information first. If you're especially attached to your permanent Deadman progress, you'll need to use another account to participate. So it's something to kind of keep in mind. But if you plan to undergo the transfer process to the World 345, you can do so today or after today's in-game update. So please note that leaving Lumbridge will cancel the transfer process. So instead, you will need to opt into the process and then log into Deadman Apocalypse when it launches to confirm your decision. If you decide to merge back into World 345 early, you also need to speak to Nigel, but be aware doing this will cause you to lose your Deadman Apocalypse progress. So basically, it has to be one or the other in order to really do this. So clarifications below, there's some outlined main clarification points following discussion in the PvP Discord about DMM. This is courtesy of Mod Manked. So 1. If you accidentally skip a bracket by gaining too much XP from a quest, you'll miss out on the protection offered by the skip bracket. However, when logging into the next bracket, you'll receive all the core quests from the skip bracket, and will be able to make the usual quest choices by talking to the combat tutor in Lumbridge. Lava Dragon Bones are not included in the double Dragon Bone system. Elite Void equipment will only require 42 hit points, attack, defense, strength, ranged, magic, and 22 prayer. Desert Treasure is not auto-unlocked by the Majorette option in the final bracket. Ancient Warrior armor will not appear in Deadman Apocalypse. The Monkey Madness 2 tunnels will offer supply drops 50% less often. This includes tier 5 emblems and sigils. You will not be able to gain points during the finale. Point accumulation ends when the servers close at midday BST on September 15th. If a player is in combat with a single wave breach monster, no other players can attack that player during the fight. However, if multiple players are attacking the breach monster, anyone not in combat with the monster can be attacked by other players. Although you can obtain thieving XP in safe zones, you will not receive loot. XP can still be locked by speaking to Nigel and Lumbridge. Drop rates for the defenders, regardless of bracket, will be 4 times as common. Prayer is considered to be a combat skill in Deadman Apocalypse, as it was in the Deadman Reborn. Starter sigils are the same as they were in Deadman Reborn. However, no sigils, including the starter sigils, will offer additional XP multipliers. Loot from the breach monsters will be as follows. The MVP, so whoever did the most damage, will have a chance to receive a unique drop. The non-MVPs, top 15 people that have dealt damage to the boss, will receive regular breach loot. But what's that? Do a breach and you'll find out. Players who did damage to the breach monster but did not do enough to be in the top 15 will not receive loot or points for the kill. So any further questions, there is a PvP Discord, hashtag the DMM channel, so do go and check up on this information. Latest changes in Deadman Apocalypse, certain combat tasks require instances, so they have disabled the ability to use some instances for bosses. These achievements are not necessary to complete the tier. So here's a list of combat tasks that can safely be ignored. So first up, we got Hard. Who is the king now? And Kraken hurt me. Crack can't hurt me, sorry. Elite, Reminisce, the Bane of Demons, Demonic Defense, Tentacles from Dusk. Master is Moving Collateral, 100 Tentacles, Swoop No More, Collateral Damage, Perfect Grotesque Guardians 2, and then Till Dawn. Grand Master has Peach Conjurer, Animal Whisperer, Org Killer, Defense Matters, Keep Away, Demon Whisperer, Ash Collector, and Feather Hunter. So those can be safely ignored. There is the Summer Summit live stream is actually up. Leagues 4 has been announced, so do check that out. If you are not subscribed to the Old School RuneScape channel, subscribe to it, because it helps you get information on stuff. So what you waiting on? Other changes: the music track box of the lights has had its instrument balance adjusted slightly. Log baskets no longer let you keep chopping logs with full inventory on free-to-play worlds. Random events with costume rewards would commonly give 500 coins to a player who already had the full outfit. They now give XP lamps instead of those coins. The lamps are identical to the Genie lamp, giving 10 times of your level and a skill. The Quizmaster Mysteries box and Prison Pete may give such a lamp instead of coins too. Purdue and the Emblem Trader, normally found in Edgeville, have decided to relocate. You will now find them in the north side of the Grand Exchange. There has been a Pole 80 progress update. Behind the scenes, they're working to prepare the Summer Summit, so they hope everybody enjoys the show. But they're now finally revealed their biggest secret, upcoming content for the next year. And basically, it's quality of life. But usually they run a survey to decide the most important changes to prioritize. Unfortunately, with all hands on deck for the summer summit, they didn't find the particular time to do this for Poll 80. However, last week the players have made it clear that the Tombs of Amaska changes are particularly important to us, or to them. So they made that their first priority, starting with the Path of Epkin changes. So we should be able to see that next week's game update. So provided testing goes off without a hitch. So they want to make sure it's tested out and perfected before it goes out to everybody as live. And don't forget, Angelscapes has a whole bunch of new stuff going on, including some necromancy stuff. You got these here plushies representing the OSRS side of things. They're only available on pre-order until September 20, so get them while you can. And there's a pre-summer summit giveaways. You got Bob the Cat, which is going to be... These are the giveaways for it, for the ones above. So Bob the Cat is by Psycho. Well, it's Psycho, but it's Psych Zero via Discord. Gnome Child is going to Sweet Sasha _ via X, formerly known as Twitter. Wise Old Man PJD _ 1994 via Instagram, and Naive is going to Dread Wrath 8D via Reddit. And then the Summer Summit giveaway via Discord, Wise Old Man is Bjorn, Naive, 10 times Pancakes, Gnome Child, Taco, Bob the Cat, Rapture. Post-Summer Summit giveaways, Naive and Wise Old Man is going to Major Designs and JD95 via X, formerly known as Twitter. So it's Twitter giveaways. Bob the Cat and Gnome the Child, Max Meow and Big _ Soup _ James via Instagram. And PvP Road is going to period B, so it's 560 UK PvP, 319 US Bounty Hunter, 579 US High Risk PvP, 561 UK Free to Play PvP, 580 US LMS Competitive. World 390 AUS LMS Competitive is deactivated, as well as 569 AUS Bounty Hunter is deactivated too. PvP Arena is going for the 1 defense pure loadouts for the ranked goals and tournaments this week. So we do have something coming. It's not quite here yet, but the Deadman Apocalypse is right around the corner. So thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, later guys.